buy a poncho, like a Mexican poncho, like a
Spit.
real Mexican poncho, bruh. Like,
You don't know what gets AJ geek, man. It's the littlest things in the world, man. Get this man geek,
it
man.
really is, bro. But it can only be the good stuff, man. Like, oh, shit.
That's different. All right, guys, y'all ready? Cause I'm about to.
Yeah.
Hey, it's your boy, man, Trav, and you know what this is, man. It's PS and BS, man. We back, man. We know y'all. We know we missed all you guys last week. You know, we even a man down this week, but you know, but we gonna go through who's in the building one by one. You know, Trav's here. Who else is here, man? Speak up, man.
Theos.
You know, the resident
in the house here.
Yeah,
you know, Resident Fat Boy. I'm here.
Random chaos in the building. You know me. Just over here, fucking shit up.
Yeah, man. It was a little light week this week with the news and everything going through, you know, so we just felt like even though we down a man this week, we still gonna give y'all something to listen to, something to vibe to, you know. So last week, you know, I think everybody knows that everybody's a Florida resident, so we had to go through fake hurricane scare, I guess you want to say.
Yeah.
And I just want
said it that way.
I want everybody to just go through and let us know how your week went or what you do to prepare. How did you go through it? Let's start off with Steels, man. Let us know how you went through it.
Well, to be honest, you know how it is out here in Florida. We hear hurricane and we think party. It's like everyone's like, oh, we gotta get water. We gotta get Vienna sausages. We gotta get, cans of beans and shit. And I'm out here like, all right, are we getting vodka? Are we getting rum, tequila, all of it,
Yay.
But usually, because when it hits us, big ass piece of land, usually the hurricanes die down pretty quick. So that's why we really haven't had anything crazy here in a while. But when that thing just started doing its little, zigzag left and right shit,
Yep.
and all of a sudden went from, oh, it's gonna be a level 1 to a Cat 5, and then just absolutely annihilated the Bahamas, which
Yeah, man. Praise to those guys.
Go out, everyone out there in the Bahamas. That's pretty insane seeing some of those pictures and videos of what's going on. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to say I got nervous and scared, but I was like, oh shit, maybe everyone keeps saying, oh, it's gonna turn, but this big ass storm gonna do what it want to do.
That shit got strong.
It got to the point to where I did go to the store. I had to hook up on some water, so I wasn't tripping on that. I just went to my boy's dealership, and he hooked me up with 3 cases of water. And
light flex.
But I went to the store. You know me, I'm always flexing. Every week I got some kind of flex, yo. People know me. I know people. I can't help it. It is what it is.
Hey, man.
And so I went to the store. I went to Walmart, and it was crazy in there, son. People running around, acting like the freaking apocalypse are coming or some shit. And I go down some aisles, I grab a little couple of things here or there, Pop-Tarts or whatever. I didn't want to get anything that had to be in a fridge because a couple years ago we were out of power for 9 days. It's kind of hard to keep ice going in a chest for 9 days. And you see people buying chicken and freaking beef, and I'm like, y'all crazy.
Right.
Going down the bread aisle, 3/4 of the bread aisle was empty. This is Let's give you a little bit of oversight. The hurricane didn't technically touch us till this past Wednesday. This was the Thursday before that.
Yes.
And already there was no gas in certain gas stations.
Right.
Bread aisles were empty. Bro, I went to go get soup. I'm like, let me get a couple cans of soup. there was only 2 cases, not even 2 cases. There was like one tray of split pea Campbell's chunky soup. That was it
Oh,
on the
that's
whole soup section. That's all that was
different.
there. So I took 6 of them. I was like, screw it. I know my
Fuck.
wife likes it, and worst case, if it was that bad again, and I need to eat something,
Right.
I eat whatever when it comes down to it. But I wasn't freaking out, and we got batteries, we got flashlights, little stuff like that. But thank God it wound up being nothing for us. But
Right.
once again, uh, you know, it's pretty bad out there in the Bahamas. So, some of the stuff we got, I'm planning to try to find a place to like donate and help send out. I can send a case of water. And
Definitely. Definitely.
probably send those split pea soups.
somebody use it. Definitely. I know that for sure, man.
Oh yeah, for sure,
You know what I'm saying? Never take that stuff for granted. How
Nah.
how about you, AJ, man? I know you on the coast, man, so you probably felt it a little more different than us in Central Florida, man. Go ahead.
Man, where we at, that shit was supposed to hit. That didn't hit. We had everyone going crazy.
Didn't they have
buying
like
up.
a
Bro,
evacuation or something like that, or
bro, nah, they had an evac notice for the county next to us.
okay?
Well, it's kind of weird though, because it had evac to both sides of us, but didn't evac us.
Hmm. Hmm.
So,
All right.
mm,
They
wasn't
trying to
too
wipe.
bad
They
though,
trying to wipe
man.
y'all out.
They got a little, my brother-in-law, he the water plug. He worked
Hey.
for the water company, so we had that on deck. Didn't even have to worry about that.
All right.
By the time we got to the store to pick up, like canned goods and whatnot, most of it was already sold out, but we Floridians, so as long as we got food, bro, we'll barbecue the whole 6 days the power is out, bro. That shit don't matter to me.
Straight.
We had the freezer, fridge full, so
So
it wasn't too bad.
did you guys like see any rain or wind or lose power or anything?
Nah, man,
Oh,
it wasn't nothing, man. I think we lost power for like 10 minutes. Not even 10 minutes, probably like a minute. But that was
Mm,
probably just the wind, and we jumped back on like nothing ever happened.
got you, got you.
yeah. We had wind and some rain. We lost power for like 48 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Uh, yeah, I was in the middle of a GTA mission, going to pick up a car,
Man, was risking it all,
to put in
man.
my garage. And then my wife came in the room and I said, "Yo, can you put this phone on the charger? So I can go to work tomorrow."
Right.
Right as she plugged that shit in, the power just went. Mew. I'm like, "What did you do?"
Right,
The hell! I just told you to plug the phone in. I didn't tell you to shut the damn power off.
right,
It just
right.
flickered, came off, and came back on, but that was it. Um, yeah, it was nothing. It
Yeah,
was really nothing crazy. We actually wound up working Wednesday, so
yep,
it's a
same.
lot of wind.
Yep. Pretty much same deal. I pretty much went through everything y'all mentioned. Pretty much, looking for water and stuff. Luckily, when I got into Publix, this was probably the week before Thursday or Wednesday. Freaking, there was literally not a lot of choice. It was all spring water, Publix brand, and I just got enough for me and my girl and extra, cleared off the patio just in case, for the wind, so it don't go into anybody's neighbors' yards or anything like that. Just really bunkered down. Cause of my girl's job, she had to stay on site. So it was just pretty much me and the dog holding it down for the most part for that Tuesday night, Wednesday, for those 2 days or whatever. But I'm glad that we didn't get hit. I'm glad that we dodged the bullet, because it could have been it could have been something different, So I'm happy for
Man, it's
that.
like
Yeah.
Neo in the Matrix, bro. We dodged a whole bunch of bullets, bro. We leaned back while they were firing, bro. Like,
Yeah,
yo,
yeah.
Bahama got
I
hit
tell
with
you
the
what,
whole
though.
clip, bro.
Yo, the whole
I'm sorry.
clip.
Oh God.
Like, they reloaded that mag and kept going, bro.
Oh
Yeah, they
God.
did. When they said that shit was stationary, that's when they were reloading.
Right. I
Oh,
was
yeah,
like,
bro.
oh shit. I was like, that's different. Yeah, that was different. When it was doing all that on the coast, I was like, this shit different, man. It's got a mind of its own.
Listen, all I gotta say is, with state of emergency, to Floridians is 2 stages. Stage 1, state of emergencies, get all the food.
Yeah.
And they would publicly announce state of emergency on all TV, radio, all that good stuff. Number 2, state of emergency, when they stop selling ammunition, it's a problem, bro.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Did you run?
Hey,
were you one of the ones that run out and grab before?
Oh yeah, bro. What you
Okay.
mean? I picked up a box. I picked up a box of each ammo because when they do state of emergency and they cut ammo,
Yeah,
that's when you know it's real bad.
Yeah,
bro.
They was talking about it. They was talking about it because I had a couple coworkers mention it to me, and I was like, oh shit, you know. I don't own any guns right now, but you know, I do look forward into owning guns before the year's out. And damn, I don't want to be. I don't want to have a gun
guy,
without bullets.
I'm a gun guy too, boy.
Oh, well then, listen.
know.
Since you're about to be a gun guy and you don't want to be without bullets, Walmart no longer sells ammunition for handguns.
Yeah,
That
I heard
is
that.
a new policy put into effect as of 2 or 3 days ago, I believe.
Yeah, that's what I was heard. That's what I heard.
That's where I got all my ammo from, man.
Hey, you thought you was getting ammo. No more, bruh.
Yeah.
None.
Wow.
None, bruh.
Yeah, Walmart's trying to.
Whatever stock they have, they're selling out. Whatever stock they have, that's it. They're not ordering no more. There's nothing else coming in.
Yep,
Wow.
I did hear that, man.
I
That's
tell you
crazy.
what though. I did stock up on that liquor.
Hey,
That was first on the list.
Hey, my liquor cabinet stay full.
Yeah, I was gonna
I got me a
say.
handle of Tito's vodka. Woo-wee. Some
Hey.
Trav should still have liquor from Rose's birthday
Oh,
like
God,
2
bro,
years ago.
Man, me and my girl had a nice little Saturday night Mortal Kombat and chill, and fam, that Hennessy started kicking in. We started to play like best 2 out of 3s. Whoever loses, you know what I'm saying, takes shots.
Easy. Oh, okay, take shots.
He said keep it PG, bro.
Keep it PG, man. Yeah.
There might be kids listening.
Yeah, man, we was taking shots, man. By the end of the night, man, I started watching Pineapple Express, and I don't even remember.
One of them nights.
Yeah, man, I don't remember half the night. Let's put it like that, man. But it was a good night, man. I enjoyed it.
But sometimes those are good nights, though.
You was on the Henny, I was on the Crown, you know.
And
I was
apple
on the
juice.
Tito's.
that Tito be that shit though.
But let's get. I mean, we just was doing a little BS in a little bit, but let's get into some PS. Let's get into some gaming, man. I know we had a big launch on Friday, man. At NBA 2K20, man. I know that shit hit like a storm.
Yeah.
So we know our resident Steels. You know, he's our 2K guy, man. You got to give us the review, man. Let us know what they did better.
Well, isn't he an all-around sports guy? He's not just 2K.
I'm an all-around gamer. I'm not a one game.
He's not
pony,
just 2K.
No.
I play a lot of shit, but I am the one that's on 2K right now, and it's funny you mentioned 2K because I'm playing 2K right now. You know what it is? When it comes out, you gotta grind. I already got my my power forward going. You know, my defensive slashing rebounder. It's already almost at 89. You know, I'm pushing.
Right.
Thoughts on the game?
Yeah.
Let's just put it this way. I'm a little 50-50 on it right now.
Oh.
I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt. It's a new game. Every time these new games with these big, multiplayer platforms like Call of Duty, multiple player in the lobbies, servers, and all this shit.
Oh yeah.
It always takes a couple of weeks to get clean.
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
There's a lot of bugs right now. Loading screens is sometimes astronomically long. It's ridiculous.
Oh, that's taxing.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. They already cleaning up some stuff that I noticed. I feel like the game is literally 2K19 with a facelift. I don't think they really they changed stuff. The way you level up your guy is completely different.
Right.
The way you create your guy is completely different.
Right.
Are we talking like just Botox facelift or like lip injection, eyebrows, nose, like a good facelift or just a mediocre?
Like I don't even think Botox is a good facelift. I'm talking like going from like possibly like A cup to C cup, you know, kind
Oh,
of.
that's more than a facelift.
You know,
You talking about another
it's
lift?
just, it's still a lift technically, you know. But,
that Brazilian butt lift.
well, hold on now.
Whoa.
I didn't go all there. Yeah, I guess you're the butt guy. Yeah,
I'm
you
a
just
butt
put that out
guy,
there
man.
for everybody. All
Hey,
right,
I'm
anyway,
always ass.
we're curving off the topic. We're curving off.
Sorry.
The topic. I like a lot of the things that they put in. You know, the whole, the way the badges level up. There's still a sense of grind to it, but it's not as intense as 2K19. Because 2K19, if you played it, or even if you didn't play it, if you play it, then you're gonna know what I'm saying. If you didn't play it, I'm gonna explain it. If you have a badge, let's say I was a shooter, I was a pure shooter, my main build, shooting guard. There's one badge called Limitless Range. Basically, you have to shoot the ball a certain amount of feet further than the 3-point line, but you have to make the shots, and you just have to keep Steph Curry, you know, type shots,
right?
And you have to keep going. And to give you a numbers, just so you can figure out, in one game, if I shot 15 limitless shots, I probably got around, I want to say a good 10,000 XP towards that badge. Okay? Now, to get it to Hall of Fame, so there's different sections. First, you have...
tiers, right?
Yeah, there's tiers. There's 4 tiers, you know. Each tier, you know, the XP starts over and then gets higher.
Right.
So, just to get from gold or legendary or whatever it was, just to get from gold to Hall of Fame, which was purple, was 90,000 XP.
Damn.
And that's just that one tier.
That's
that one tier.
Yeah.
The tier before that was 60,000, and then the tier before that was 40,000, and the tier before that was 15,000. But it's 0 to 15, and it starts all over. 0 to 45, and then it starts all over, and then it's 0. So from start
so
to
it doesn't
finish,
pick up where it left off at?
No, it starts back over. So if you want to get a total, you have to add all stages together. 90,000 times 45,000 times 15,000 or 25,000 times 5,000, or plus, not times. Add it, and that's the total amount of XP you need to max out that badge. That badge was one of the quicker badges. Let me tell you that. That was my first badge I got. And there's badges that are even harder to get. So, I mean, and that's just one. I had 4 Hall of Fame badges that I had to get. And I just recently got my 4th Hall of Fame badge like 2 weeks ago. Because it's just, you got to figure what you want to do.
Right.
On 2K20, they did it to more like, you have finishing badges, you have shooting badges, you have playmaking badges, you have defensive rebounding badges.
Right.
Every game / practice, depending on what you do in the game / practice, they level it up. So they kind of break it down for you, and you have upgrade bars. So if you're doing a finishing move, let's say you do what they categorize 10 or 12 finishing moves, whatever you did there in the game, whether it was shredding off the defense and getting to the rim and dunking it and doing like a posterizing dunk, or an acrobatic type layup or something like that. That got categorized in the finishing move section. So at the end of every game, you gain XP in that badge section. So once you fill up that bar, it gives you a badge to pick. And then you can actually custom pick your badges as you want, which is also pretty good. Because in 2019, you only got the badges the game gave you depending on the archetype you picked for your character.
Okay.
So you had no say in what badges
flexible.
you wanted to run. This is a lot more flexible because they're like, all right, you're building this kind of character. All right, you're putting this much shooting on him. All right, well, we're going to give you these 20 shooting badges. And you can customize it however you want. You can make this gold, you can make that bronze, you can make that silver, you can make that Hall of Fame.
Right.
But the more, upgrades you put on one is the less upgrades you can put on other ones. So it's still you still got to kind of figure out what you want to do.
But at the end of the day, is it fun? Do you feel like it was worth the upgrade to go from 19 to 20? At the end of the day, what you think about that?
It's always better to have the newer one.
Right.
I don't think it was a complete downgrade.
Okay.
When it comes to like the park and the game, it feels kind of similar. Yes, they changed the park around a little bit, like the aesthetics of it. Now then they put other mini games in there, like frisbee golf and.
So all that is open right now.
Some people said it. Yeah, there's dodgeball. So like you could go in there and go to the first hole and pick up a disc and actually play frisbee golf in the park. I actually did that yesterday. It was pretty. It was a little difficult at first, and it was glitchy, of course, because it's the first freaking weekend.
Right.
But you know, they just gave you some more stuff to do.
Okay.
As far as in game, I can tell that it has moments of being smooth, but then it's kind of glitchy. Once they get it laid out, I think it's gonna get better. The graphics are a little bit better. The way the guys move are a little bit better. They did clean up some of the BS from 2K19. Like, let's say, oh, I get past the ball and all I did was turn around and bumped into the guy. Oh no, I lost it. It's strip. He gets a steal. You know, little crap like that was just, you know, game stuff.
Got you.
They definitely cleaned that up. I think they did a good job for the most part. The story mode is a little kind of cheesy, which the story modes are always kind of cheesy.
Yeah.
The cool thing about this is they give you that you actually get the chance to do the combine. You get to go to the college combine and you do like the drills and stuff.
Yeah.
So that was actually pretty cool. The whole beginning aspect, because this game was executively produced by LeBron James, which I am not a fan
the
of.
GOAT.
That's for another topic.
The God.
Don't get me started. That's for another topic. That's for another day. Okay.
King James, man.
The story is, if you follow any kind of sports or any kind of like, you know, political type crap, the name Colin Kaepernick, everyone knows for one of two things.
Right.
Either playing football or the whole kneeling thing and the whole, you know, however you took his whole situation, whether you took it the way he meant it or you took it the way you want it to mean. We're not getting fully on that subject.
Right.
Reason why I bring that up, in
Go
the
out and vote
story
2020.
of 2K, in the story mode, career mode of 2020 of 2K20, you start off as a player who's on, I don't want to say a G League. I don't think it was a G League. I think he was just I think he was in a college, and one of his buddies get hurt. And the coach just pulls his scholarship and is like, "Well, you're not useless. You're useless to us now." Basically, without saying that, but that's what he said.
Right.
And your character sticks up for him by not playing in the championship game, and your team loses, and then you catch a lot of heat from the team and the college and the social media and stuff like that, and you're split down the middle, people saying, "Go on, young buck. Stand up for your rights," and then you have the other people saying you're a scrub, you lost this championship. And the whole time I'm listening and playing this career mode, I'm like, really? They're gonna pull the Colin Kaepernick card, and because it's LeBron and he has his whole say. No, I'm just like, wow, that's kind of cheap, but it is what it is.
Right. They're trying to make money off of that. That's kind of whack.
Yeah. All in all, I think it's good. I am going to put a decent amount of time in this game, and you know, we'll see how it comes.
In the future.
Maybe I'll have an update in a couple of episodes, and see how things have changed, if they progressed anymore or not.
Hey, you know the almighty, man. I'm waiting for the real 2K game, man. I'm talking about WWE 2K20, man. You know what I'm talking about out there, man. You know what the boys talking. The real 2K, man. All right, we done. We not gonna touch on that, man. October, man, it's coming soon, man. But hey, man. But other than the NBA, man, we did get a trailer also, I believe, on Friday or Saturday with new DLC finally coming. I know last week we trashed Red Dead Redemption for letting us down in so many ways, but it looks like they must have heard our podcast because they dropped the fucking trailer showing their new DLC, man. They got a new DLC coming with 3 new, I guess, class types, you want to call them. Bounty hunter, treasure hunter, and looks like, I think, an animal hunter or whatever. Where you get to pick whichever role. They have their own story, their own perks, their own benefits, pros and cons. And then on top of that, which was a little weird, they're actually adding a battle pass that you actually have to pay for using gold. And it's the same deal. It's a battle pass. They have a free version and a paid version. You get XP and you go up the battle pass and unlock various items, maybe cosmetics or emotes or whatever the case might be. But, AJ's our big Red Dead guy. I'm a big Red Dead guy. What you think about these changes coming to Red Dead?
First of all, let's retract that statement. I wouldn't say I'm a big Red Dead guy.
Well, you had high hopes.
I'm more of a big action gamer guy.
Right.
Red Dead does fall under that. Unfortunately, they did let me down with not a lot of... All right, the story mode was fun.
Right.
But the online, there's really nothing to do.
Right.
It gets boring. It gets stale after 15, 20 minutes of shooting animals or hunting people.
Right.
I don't know. I wish there was more stuff to do. Haven't really looked into the bounty hunters, like the specifics of the.
They haven't put up too many. They haven't put out any details on all the specifics. But you can pretty much note that if you're a bounty hunter, they're gonna have you probably hunt down AIs in open lobbies. If you're a animal hunter, they're gonna have you hunting down big grizzly bears in an open lobby. If you're a treasure hunter, you're gonna be hunting down clues to get to hidden treasure all around the map. So I'm pretty sure that's what it's gonna boil down to. And then of course you're gonna get cool outfits to represent that. If you're a bounty hunter, you might get like nice little bounty hunter badge or something.
I seen some of the outfits that in the pictures that they've posted in the trailers. Right. I seen some of the outfits that they have. It's pretty cool.
What you think, man? You looking forward to it? You gonna give it a try on the 10th? What you gonna do, man?
I'm hoping I'm hoping that's like their big sale back to the game.
Right.
Coming out with more content and stuff. I really wish they wouldn't have come out with a battle pass so early in the game. Because they don't have enough. I personally don't feel like they have enough attention on the game to draw people back to it and actually pay for it. I feel like they should add more content to the game, more stuff for us to be able to do. Then the battle pass wouldn't make more sense.
Got you.
I understand they want to make their money. They want to sell us whatever it is. But if it's nothing good, nobody's gonna buy it.
Right. I hear you. Bobby, I know you played Red Dead with us in the beginning. What do you think about this new update coming to the game? You got any inputs on that?
Well, seeing how I game shared Red Dead, I will not be playing.
He said, "I will not be playing."
No, man. I'm putting my time into 2K. I don't think it's enough for that. I don't think that's enough. And then all these games are turning to too much of the Fortnite
battle pass.
The battle passes and the boxes, and it's too much. It's just too much, man. It's like I feel like that's where games start to go down.
Right.
And I think that was the falter of Call of Duty.
Right.
Is that they went too hardcore into that, and I know we talked about the alpha last week. I'm hoping they fall back on that a little bit. I'm pretty sure there's still going to be loot boxes and stuff like that, but
yeah,
I don't know. Red Dead for me is more of
the story,
the campaign.
Yeah.
Get through the story, dabble a little bit in the multiplayer, but it's not enough to keep me wanting to come back.
I got you.
I'm not gonna lie. The only reason I had such high hopes for Red Dead is because I found out, because I never played Red Dead before part 2. Never played part 1. Trav put me on to Red Dead because it's made by Rockstar, which makes GTA, which is still one of the most popular games out there
Right.
for a
Still has
game that
DLCs.
yeah, bro, like for a game that's as old as it is, it's still good. So that's probably why I had such high hopes for
Right.
Red Dead.
But
I'm hoping, they come out with DLCs every couple months like Red Dead does. I mean, like
right.
GTA does. But so far, bro,
I just feel like Red Dead needs to get more creative on their content. They kind of don't have to be like they can easily add zombies to the game. Like I remember in the main story, spoiler alert, there was a side quest where you helped out a certain person. It was like a random side quest. Like if you didn't bump into this person, you probably would play the whole campaign and never do this side quest. But at the end of the side quest, you kind of like meet this person. This guy's up in the hills and he's actually working on a Frankenstein. And that storyline kind of like, you're like, this is lit. And then the storyline ends and you're like, and you get a certain item. I don't want to spoil it, but you get a certain item. Well, the game's been out for a freaking year and a half. You get a freaking lantern, but it's like electricity. It's made out of electricity. So everybody else has fire, and you have like the first flashlight in the fucking world. And it's like, that's all I get. And the Frankenstein is missing, and the guy is dead. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, where the fuck is Frankenstein? So I feel like online they can go like that way. They can add zombies. They can add flying unicorns. Like they can get a little weird and a little creative, even if it's short.
Why do you want a flying unicorn, bro?
I'm just saying they
You've
could
been talking about a flying unicorn since before the game came out.
I'm just saying
Why?
they can get real creative, but I feel like they're trying to be so cement into reality. But look at GTA Online; they're not cement in reality. GTA has flying motorcycles and flying cars and stuff. At first, they were cement in reality, but then they just blew the doors open when they started, playing with stuff like that of that nature. So I feel like they can go that route. They can get a little spooky, and I feel like they have a lot that they could possibly do with that game. They just have to be brave enough to go that route. So I have
that's like that one little Easter egg with that one cabin that you find, and then the UFO comes down. And
right.
Shit.
Did
they ever touch any more on that?
No, they don't.
Listen,
so like,
I don't know if that works because I tried it forever. Bro.
Oh no, it works.
It works. I got
it.
It.
Works.
Did you personally see
yes,
it?
me personally.
I personally did it and seen it. You had to be there at a certain time.
Yep.
A certain whatever, and I went there and physically the whole place started shaking, lights started flickering and stuff like that.
I personally saw that. Personally saw it.
Trav,
there's a
when
million.
Did you see it? Because I know when me and you tried it twice, bro, it didn't work.
I saw it before. I think before me and you tried it, I had saw it. Like I did on like an accident and found it, and then when I Googled it, I saw it even more on the YouTube. But like, cause I was in the building just scavenging, and I'm like, where's all this green light coming from? And I looked up in the sky. I'm like, oh shit, there's a UFO. And GTA's always never been scared of. GTA 5 had UFOs in it. So there's not something that they're shy about putting in their game. So I feel like Red Dead needs to ramp up. It needs to just go all balls out and just go, yeah, you can keep the subtle realism or whatever of Red Dead Redemption, but fuck it. It's online. People want to get on the game, pick up the sticks, and goof off and do crazy shit. Give me a headless horseman to ride around town with. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me that. You know what I'm saying? Everything that has to do, pop culture that has to do with the Western, put it in the game, period. All those Western movies, put it in the game. Anything, put it in the game. You know what I'm saying? Anything to do in that time period, put it in the game. You can't hurt the game. You cannot hurt the game with that. So they just need to go ahead and
what if Will Smith showed up with a freaking
Wild Wild West? Put it in the game. Put it in the game. Put that shit in the game, man.
That's funny.
Let me be
Will.
A magnetic collar on somebody's neck.
Oh shit! Speaking of Will, man, did y'all see Bad Boys for Life trailer?
Oh yes.
Man.
What?
Are we bringing that up? Is that going to be our next topic
right now?
If you've seen it, it'll be our next topic. If you haven't seen it, we'll wait till next episode, man. But
I seen it.
Okay.
Y'all gonna hate me. Y'all gonna hate me.
Bro, I pre-ordered my ticket tomorrow if that shit goes. I'm going to downtown Disney with the comfortable seats where they bring me my rice bowl and my liquor. I am lounging when I'm
Said a
watching that
rice
shit.
bowl.
No, he said rice bowl.
Let's go, man.
Said a rice bowl.
Hey, man, I'm sorry,
Right.
man. I moved up to Orlando and I'm acting different, man. I'm sorry.
This is the same motherfucker used to sneak chips and shit into the movie theater, chips and candy. Now he buying rice bowls in his luxury seats. Damn!
Yeah, man. And he talk about me flexing every episode.
Oh, bougie ass.
Hey, man.
And they bring it to you, right?
Yes,
They never
yes.
said-
Hell
Nah,
yeah,
bro,
they
you
do.
lie.
And liquor. He
And
didn't
liquor,
say
hard
malt
liquor.
beverage or freaking,
Hard liquor, man.
what is that? Old fashioned or what is
Nah.
Old English, freaking
Them steel
you know,
reserves.
steel reserve. No, he said rice bowls and liquor.
What?
He fancy.
Oh, no,
Hey, man, that shit.
Fancy,
we
huh?
can't be friends.
You
no more,
fancy,
man.
That looks like a good sequel. I'm glad that they actually got all the original guys, and then they got Will, you got Martin, you got the dude that was the head. What do you call it? The officer. You know what I'm saying? They even got his old ass in there. So I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like they got the original people. Like it seems like even though it's not the original directors, the shit looks like they ain't miss a beat, man. It looks like this one's gonna be a real blockbuster. Start off the new year, 2020. It's gonna be a must watch, man. What do you think about it, Bobby?
All right, well, are we gonna we're gonna talk about this?
I mean,
let's hear your
if you saw
negativity.
it,
All right.
if you
Well,
saw
then-
it, we'll just wrap up on that.
All right. Here's the thing. Here it is. I talked about this to Greg, one of our coworkers, on Friday.
Oh,
we both
shit.
had the instant, exact same reaction.
Oh shit, man. Here's Greg.
All right, you ready? You
I'm ready, man. I'm ready. I'm holding on.
It's already been done.
What you mean?
Already been done. These dudes are old and they're still Mike Larry with all the girls over here.
Yeah.
The 50-year-old dude. You got fucking Martin Lawrence over here still crying about, oh, it's my last time. I'm gonna retire. Oh, over here looking like he freaking did nothing but eat T-bone steak and freaking mashed potatoes and gravy since Bad Boys 2, and it's the same shit. Oh, don't hurt my car. You got this dude driving these damn whatever car he's driving in this one, and it's the same shit.
Hey,
It's the same shit.
It's like saying-
the
it's-
same thing.
so okay, so you
It's Bad Boys
it's
2
like-
all
it's-
over again.
It's
They're
like you
just
saying
10 years older, 15 years older.
It's like you saying you're gonna buy Call of Duty this year and you pop Call of Duty into your PlayStation and expecting Mortal Kombat to pop up. No, you expect
no,
Call of Duty.
No.
If you
Hold on. We said, give us something a little bit different. Tell me if this wouldn't be a little bit better. Okay.
Okay, let me hear it.
What if the Mike Larry wifed up, had a kid, changed his attitude just a little bit?
And Martin had a divorce.
Martin Lawrence had a divorce, and he's going through that, and he's trying to get back on the single train. And
That's
Mike
different.
Larry's trying to show him the ways, but he's married, so he's got to kind of be careful at the same. Give us a little bit of different character.
That
change.
I like
you know what
that.
I'm saying?
I like that.
You know what I'm
I like
saying?
that. I
Not
like
the
that.
same thing. Oh, Mike Larry is still single.
They played it
He's
safe.
damn near 60 years old. He's still single. This dude is still over there married, and he's still crying about retiring. It's old, man.
I mean,
it's been done already.
They playing it safe. I mean, you got to think about it like this. You see reboots
I'm gonna
or
watch
sequels. I'm gonna watch it, but I mean, you seen
gonna watch
sequels
it, but
try
I'm
to
not
go
hyped.
all the way
I'm
left,
not
like
hyped.
like Ghostbusters. They try to be all the way different. They got an all women cast. Nothing wrong with the all women cast, but what I'm saying is like they went all the way left where it was just like it didn't feel like a Ghostbusters movie. It didn't feel.
No.
It felt like
you can still have the Bad
Expendables.
Boys. And then what's his name even said, what if Martin Lawrence did retire,
Right.
but then something happened to Mike Larry, father man now, best
Right.
friend, which causes Martin Lawrence. I keep saying Martin Lawrence. I don't remember his character's name. I'm sorry.
Right.
But
Same. To get out of retirement.
Causes him to come out of retirement to help
Right.
his buddy because he needs to get back to his kids.
Right.
Come on, man. I should be writing a damn movie.
Hey, man, we creators create, man.
Hey, man.
Creators create.
Look at that. Go ahead. Go
Right?
ahead.
Tell me that wouldn't be something cool though, but you still
No,
have the same Bad Boys feeling, but
right.
just a little bit of character development. Being how long has it been since Bad Boys 2? 20 something years?
Shit, I
20
don't know, man. I
years?
can't tell you, man. I don't think it was that long. I would say 15, 16 years. Probably 20. You probably right.
All right, y'all talk. I'm finna look this up.
The Bad Boys 2, man. Because I feel like I was in grade school when that shit came out.
Nah, I was at least in middle school.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Grade school.
2003.
Yeah, so I was 13.
2003, I was in middle school. Yeah.
I was 13. So
young now.
so now I'm what, 29. So it's been a minute.
Well, it's 2019. That was
So,
03.
Yeah, so I'm
16
looking
years ago.
right. So I'm looking forward to it, man. I like I'm looking forward to the new Ghostbusters that's coming out sooner or later. With you know what I'm saying, it's not the girls Ghostbusters, it's like an actual sequel to the original Ghostbusters. I'm looking forward to that. I'm
But
looking
is
forward
Peter
to.
Venkman in it?
I don't fucking know. I'm looking forward to fucking It. You know, chapter 2 that's out now.
Oh, hey, speaking of it, since you threw that in there, hey, guess where I'm going after this podcast?
Your
To watch
lucky
It?
ass.
Yes.
Your lucky ass.
Nice.
I
still
plan
need
on
to watch
seeing
the
that.
first one. My wife don't like horror movies,
What
so it's
do
kind of
you
hard for me to watch
mean?
horror movies.
Hey,
Oh my gosh, my
No.
little sister just bought me the first one. Shout out to my little sister Mariana. She bought me the first one.
hey.
You know, I've seen it, but I never owned it, so she
Right,
bought
right,
it
right.
for me. No.
Hey, you know the funny thing is I binge talk about horror movies, man. I binge watched the latest season of Scream. So they did like a TV series for Scream, and they did like a whole new storyline where it's in Georgia, and it's obviously Georgia is black, so it's a whole like black cat. Well, not all black cast,
What? Did you
but it's
say Georgia's black? That is racist.
you don't think Georgia is
Disregard what he just said. Don't listen to him.
Jesus, it's not racist,
apologize
man.
You
I'm
can't just say Georgia is black. But you cannot just say Georgia is black. Okay?
I'm not saying it's 100%
Georgia-
black, but I'm just saying. All right, man.
Georgia is majority.
Majority.
black.
That's what I meant. Majority. God damn, man. Everybody knows what I mean, man. If they don't know
can't
what I
just
mean,
say-
then they just
No, you
freaking
can't
got to
just
stick
say
up their
Georgia
ass.
is black. No, Georgia is a state. Georgia's not a color.
Obviously, Sherlock.
Oh my god.
All right, but like I was saying, man, I was watching
Wrap
this
it up,
shit.
wrap it up,
Let me wrap
wrap
it
it
up,
up.
man. This shit had Tyga in it. This shit had Kiki Palmer in it. This shit was. It even had Michael Jackson's daughter in it. This shit was hilarious, funny, and I found out who the killer was within the 3rd episode. But you know what I'm saying? If y'all want something to watch, man, go ahead and get that shit a watch,
so
man.
You're telling us just look at the 3rd episode. We can figure out what's gonna happen.
If you're
We don't have
good
to watch
if you're a good thinker like me, then you would. If you're not, then you won't. But let's you know what I'm saying, let's wrap this one up, man. This has been another episode of PS and
Yeah.
BS, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We
Episode
missing some guys in here. We
Oh,
had
this
some mans
episode
down.
2.5, bro.
Oh yeah, 2.5. This is the
2.5, man. This is a little,
content.
this is a little bonus.
content.
This is a little bonus out there, man. You know, we ain't forgot, man. The boys is running around, hiding and stuff. We ain't forgot, man. First person versus third person, man. That is coming next, man. We not playing no more, man. Y'all can run, y'all can hide, but that shit's getting brought up, man. That shit's gonna get talked,
All I'm
debated,
saying is,
fight.
when I hide, I can see around the corner.
There you go.
All right, so
Alright.
Steels, you got
Alright,
anything to
save
say?
it.
What you got to say, man?
Peace, love, peace, and hair grease, chicken grizzle, and whatever else.
Random.
What? Bang,
you-
bang, nigga. You know how we be doing this.
Oh shit! All right, guys. This PS and BS, man. It's another one. We out. Hey,
Yeah.
hey, we out. That was actually 40 minutes, guys.